Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Falcons will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pirates offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Falcons headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Rides the back on the option to give. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Lost the fire on second down. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, East Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Burden. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Trucks through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The give out of the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates are rolling down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. And And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo. On second and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. East Carolina has it back in the purple pirate. Will go to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Falcons want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The give on the option. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Pirates are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Quarterbacks love to have a big target out there, and as big as this dude is, needed a bigger target that time.
It's tough to miss a target that big, Reese. You put those guys in there and you know I'm going to throw it up to him and let him make a play. I just didn't know I could throw it that far, or I was that strong, or really I didn't know you were that bad where you could miss that big of a target.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Grinding and pushing his way, and man. Behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. And the Pirates are threatening on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, ECU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Gossett. Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back to the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Culliver. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
35, Air Force.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Hines is back in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half, so they take a... shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Pirates with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. Inside the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Air Force.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
35, Air Force 14.
He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Castro. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
And the Pirates will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Snap from the gun on third down. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They get to him as he throws.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Falcons will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Caught behind the line. It's Davis. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Give him 6. Touchdown, Pirates. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
42, Air Force, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Fights off the defender. Can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go to the draw. Hard running there. Got enough for the first down. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds space on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and...
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field.
Looking for the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The give on the inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Might be looking to run. Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Run in the red zone. It's Castro. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. La Tech delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in CUSA. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ruston. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Myers. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Bender. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the... Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Pirates want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try to pop the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next.
Got it! I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
63, Air Force, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great.